Today's gonna be a gas. Happy birthday.
Okay, Dr. Gates, you can come out
You
now.
shouldn't let it pass. Happy birthday. What are you, 43? Hey, don't have no worry. You still appeal to me. Da-da-da-da.
Who sent you, huh? Who's this, the Easter Bunny?
Not even close. Did I wake you?
I don't know, did you?
I woke you. Travis, me, gone.
Yes, it's a special day. So what do you say we ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba?
Come on, knock it off.
Maybe I didn't wake you. How's the party?
I don't know. Why don't you ask McGill Gorilla here?
Huh?
You called. What do you want?
It's Natalie Wainwright. Ferguson's partial gastrectomy didn't pan out. Her BP's down, her pulse is a little rapid, she could still be bleeding.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen, I'd love to help out, but I got a cab coming and my plane leaves in less than an hour.
Hey, come on. This is my day off. Call Ferguson.
Ferguson's zonked. Took a coronary bypass into OR about midnight.
Well, what about Titus?
Titus is out with hemorrhoids.
And God knows what else. All I can say, pal, you picked a fine time to run off to Maui.
Come on, I've been trying to get this time off for 6 months.
Yeah, sure. Just take good care of my camera. Okay. Who put you up to this? Come on, okay, you sing, you dance. Now talk. Who sent you?
Happy birthday!
All right, enough already.
Good morning, Doc. You see that sunrise this morning? Beautiful. Just beautiful.
You parked in my space.
I am? Oh, so I am. Hey, I'm sorry, Doc, but I didn't think you'd be in this early.
Neither did I.
Hey, I'll have this thing moved in a few minutes. You know me, I'm in here and I'm out of here all day long.
That's the kidney you're holding. 4 East.
Nonsense. The kidney went in 20 minutes ago. Didn't it?
No. Tell them the workups are over here. You told Andrea you'd have this thing put together by tonight?
Yeah, it's for her father-daughter class project. She said she'd pick something right down my alley. Dark alley.
Yeah. Well, that's either the lung or last night's leftover. Your liver. Oh, 4 East. No, not yours. Never mind. All right, I'll take care of it.
Dr. Riverside, that's mine. I mean Andrea's. I mean, I'm supposed to help her assemble this for her class project, you see?
Don't you think you should be doing this on your own time?
Oh, Stanley, have a heart.
Oh, shoot, really? I'm serious. I mean, you don't know how distracting these things are. Dad gave me one of these once. Spent half my puberty trying to put it together.
Dr. McIntyre, you're here.
Why?
Gonzo left these notes on the Wainwright girl for you.
John, just the person I wanted to see. You realize what day this is?
There's some messages for you, Doctor.
Very special day, John, you know?
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is. It's his day off. What brings you in?
Natalie Wainwright. Could someone please get me her chart?
Coming up.
He knows what day this is. Now, don't you go ducking out on this, John. I made reservations and everything.
For what?
John, do I have to tell you?
Stan, get to the point.
John, it's a lunch. A very special lunch.
Sorry I can't make it today. Where's the Wainwright girl?
411.
Thank you.
John, you can't just...
Make it tomorrow, Stan.
Morning, Andrews.
What are you doing here?
Enjoying my day off. How's she doing?
Temperature's up to 102 degrees. I just took her blood pressure, 96/80. Not a peep out of her, though. Wish they were all that way. By the way, Mr. and Mrs. Wainwright are on the way over.
Thank you. Now, you better get another unit of fresh frozen plasma. Keep pushing the fluids.
All right, Doctor.
Morning, Natalie.
Morning, Dr. McIntyre.
Understand you're not been feeling too well.
I'm just adjusting to the rush and the whole physical thing.
Says here you haven't been eating.
Surgery's something. It's far beyond the plane of my actual experience. At least up until now.
Mm-hmm.
But really, Dr. McIntyre, I'm mellow. I'm coping.
Dr. McIntyre.
Oh, your folks are here. Come on in.
The duty nurse phoned us. Natalie, what's wrong, honey?
They're just being careful, Ellie. I'm fine. It's just low energy, you know?
She had a pretty nasty ulcer there. The surgery gave her body quite a jolt. Most people wouldn't be handling it this well.
Our daughter is unlike most people. You have to understand that, John. She's exceptional. Has been from the start. Eloise and I, we've made a point of parenting her towards the positive force. And it's never let you down, has it, Natty?
Not yet. But really, I'll be fine, you'll see. I'm not centered, that's all.
We're with you now, baby. Just feel our energy. Feel it and turn it inward. That's it. Now move to your own being of wellness.
Okay.
After she's had a little more rest, I'm going to have to do a full workup.
John, we respect where you're coming from. But don't you think there are other ways of going here? I mean, you doctors are so locked into this bio-physio reality, man. It's not always the answer.
Well, I'm not talking about another surgery, just a few simple routine tests. See you later, Natalie.
Dr. McIntyre? Thanks.
Yes, I'll tell him. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Morning, Dee.
Ah, this is your day off, Doctor. What are you doing here?
Self-discipline.
Well, as long as you're here, I have these messages for you. Arnold Slocum, Dr. Riverside. Arnold Slocum, Arnold
I
Slocum.
could use some coffee, Dee. What did Arnold want? Or shouldn't I ask?
Oh, it's about those management objective reports. Oh, and your lunch with Dr. Riverside.
Riverside? What is that all about?
You don't know? Well, I thought that's why you came in here today. I think it's that luncheon meeting with Tilton Cook. You know, the industrialist? It's something about an endowment.
I'll bet.
Well, everyone else seems to know you're here because you have a consult meeting at 3 o'clock. You have grand rounds at 4:30 and... Oh, Doctor, are you all right?
Okay, it's all right. That's my hands. I need them to pay the rent, you know.
I'm really sorry. Look, I have some lotion here. Let me see your hand.
No, that's fine.
Look, I wasn't even thinking. I hope I haven't spoiled your birthday.
No, you haven't. How did you know it was my birthday?
Oh, Kim told me. Your daughter? She called and she wants to take you out to dinner. That is so sweet.
I'll call her. Who else knows?
Well, after all these years, I'm sure everybody knows.
No. Nobody knows. Unless you told them.
I didn't tell anybody.
Good, let's keep it that way. It is privileged information, my privilege. I don't want anyone else to know, okay?
Boy, are you a party pooper.
Listen, Liz, last thing I want to do is walk around the corner someplace into a surprise.
I have managed to keep it a secret here for the last 15 years, so let's just keep our discretion intact, shall we?
Yes, Doctor.
And, by the way, what do you know about gorillas? Singing gorillas.
Dr. Gorillas do not sing. Do they?
This one did at 6 o'clock this morning. And when I find the clown who sent him...
John, well, congratulations.
For what?
You know for what.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
Yes, your management report. The board just loved it. Well, most of them did anyway.
Except those things that cost, I gather.
Well, John, we still have to address ourselves to inflation. That battle hasn't been won yet.
Somehow I don't think it ever will.
Oh, John, about lunch today. You know, with Stanley and the others.
Trapper,
on you.
You got a minute?
I can't make it. Talk to me, Dr. Jackson.
I have got this patient, Martha Myers. She's in room 419, and she has got me talking to myself. I admitted her through ER yesterday. She's got blunt abdominal trauma from a vehicle-pedestrian collision. I started her on fluids, and she seemed to be doing well. And then all of a sudden today, her vitals are not so hot.
Fever, tachycardia, shocky.
How'd you know?
Well, it just seems to be the trend these days. You want me to take a look in on her?
I would appreciate it. Don't go in now, though. Go in 15 minutes.
Why not now?
You're changing the bedding.
Oh, yes, sure. Well, I can't wait. So listen, I'll look in on Myers. You take care of the Wainwright girl.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Well, are you coming or going? Jeez, I hated decisions.
Mrs. Myers, I'm Dr. McIntyre.
Big deal. Another bedpan cowboy.
I understand you haven't been feeling well lately.
Lower than quail rot in a wheel rut. What are you people doing? I came in here with a bellyache and a bump on the head. Now look at me. I can't even go to the can.
Well, we think you may have some bleeding inside, and to avoid any unnecessary surgery, we would like to run some more tests.
Well, do whatever you have to do, but make it fast. Training to be done. Races to run.
John, listen, you have to reconsider. This lunch is terribly important.
Come on, Stan, I told you I can't. I've got 4 patients here with a runaway pulse, runaway fever, and I've run out of answers.
I didn't know that you smoked.
I don't.
Well, then what? Well, listen, anyway, I know about all that. That's why I called Chung in on this from hematology. Listen, let him do some homework on it and let us do a lunch. Please, John. I made reservations at the Fairview and everything.
All right. All right, but no cake.
Order anything you like. Hospital's picking up the tab.
Dr. McIntyre, report to room 411, stat.
Who's that?
Natalie Wainwright.
Dr. McIntyre, room 411, stat.
What's happening?
Pressure's dropping out of sight, Trap. Temps 104. Respiratory distress.
Like septic shock. I keep pushing the fluids. Gloria, get me some dopamine fast. What the hell's going on here anyway? Ellie?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I did it to myself. It's my fault. I let go of my energy. I just couldn't handle it anymore, you know?
Come on, I don't want to hear that. You just come back to Earth. You know, our minds and bodies get out of whack sometimes. We can't always control them.
But I try to think positive.
So do I. I think maybe you're trying too hard. Could explain your ulcer.
Excuse me.
Ah, lunch is here.
Do you have to go?
Well, I'm going to find out what ails you. You just rest a while. I'll be right back. Clover?
Mm-hmm.
Take care of my girl here, will you?
I sure will, Doctor.
Trapp. I went over everything. All the lab reports are negative. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, find Riverside, Dr. Chung. Have him in my office in 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
So we're looking at 3, possibly 4 patients. A full age spectrum. All admitted for unrelated maladies. All experiencing similar symptoms. In my view, it's got to be some kind of systemic infection. Probably bacterial, but it could be viral.
Has the lab been able to isolate anything?
Not yet.
Well, come on, Al. Crack the whip down there, will you? Get a priority 1 with Computer General. Connection here somewhere. We got to find it. Visitors, food, patients share the same floor, the same duty nurse, cross-check everything. Stan, all the patients came through emergency, right?
Well, yes, sure, but I mean, you don't think that my department is responsible?
I want a full review. Put on all the extra manpower you need.
Right, can't be too careful.
Trapper, I think quality control measures ought to be put in effect. ASAP.
Agreed. Stan, I want to run down on all equipment. Get the patients into isolation.
Isolation, John, isn't that a little extreme?
We may already have the start of an epidemic.
Isolation, right, Stat. And John, let's get all available personnel on this. I mean, we don't want the health department nosing in. Dad'd have a fit.
We got your message, John. Not the news we were hoping to hear.
Care to explain what our daughter's doing in there?
Yes. We think that her post-op problems were caused by some kind of a circulatory infection. I put her in isolation for her own protection, but you can relax. She's stable.
I don't like the vibes I'm getting, Vinny.
I want to see her.
I'm sorry, I can't let you go.
Put me in one of those suits. I want to see my daughter now.
Vince, your daughter has been through the mill. What she needs now is rest. As soon as we get the problem cleared up, we'll take her back and you can spend all the time you want with her.
She's in trouble. I can feel it. She's transferring a lot of pain, Vinny.
You know, Doctor, I do a pretty good job of neutralizing my paranoia, but I'm having trouble right now, real trouble. You screwed up, didn't you? Oh, somebody did.
I honestly don't know what to tell you. There's some kind of a bug or virus going around. Natalie is not the only one in there. There are 2 other patients with the same reactions.
What'd I tell you, huh? Doctors.
Vinny, what about that homeopathic holistic herbalist in Marin? Maybe we could get him to come here.
First thing I want to do is get her out.
I really don't think that is a good idea.
You're the ones who poisoned her.
Now hold on. We have her stabilized. I've got the lab, the entire staff, working on this thing full time. As soon as we find out what the infection is and its origin, we'll know how to treat it. I honestly don't think that an herbalist can do any better.
We just want her well.
Vince, come here. Look, my friend, I think it would be really worthwhile if you could find some way to neutralize your hostility.
Everybody got everything? Got my yogurt.
Can I have your sports page?
Yeah, sure. What a morning. The gods have truly forsaken us.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't want to live through this again.
Then again.
I'm just glad I have a chance to sit down for a while. I'm starved. Are you starved?
All right, troops, up. Come on, lunch break's over.
Over. Stand. I have not yet begun to bite.
Likewise.
Well, just squeeze it in later. Come on.
Hey, this isn't fair. We have a union, you know.
We also have a medical emergency on our hands. An epidemic may break out if we don't get cracking.
No.
Well, so much for lunch. That bad, huh?
We already have 3 patients in isolation. Do I have to paint it cool blue for you?
Okay, Sarge, what do you want us to do now?
All right, you already know the patients involved. I want a complete check done on their medical background. Who handled them? Doctors, nurses, orderlies, everyone. All right, troops, I cannot stress enough to you the seriousness of the situation, the importance of the task we all face. I hope to see some positive results when I get back from lunch. Okay, let's get cracking. Time's of the essence here.
Wait a second. Did he say he was going to lunch?
John, what are you doing here?
Trying to get a little privacy, Arnie?
Well, forget that. I mean, you're going to be late. John, please, could you?
All right, all right. But promise me one thing, Arnie.
What?
I better not be walking into anything.
What do you mean?
Well, you know.
That's it? Well, we're a little bit early. But we made good time getting over here. Come on. Oh.
Well, good afternoon, Dr. McIntyre.
Thank you very much. Stan, what's going on?
John, Arnold, sit down and order a drink. The others aren't here yet.
What others?
You don't know?
John, you must know by now.
Stan, we don't have time for this. All hell's breaking loose at the hospital. We gotta get moving.
Look at this.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to
Stan, I'm gonna kill you.
I love birthday parties, don't you?
Happy birthday to you.
No.
I mean, really, I do. I mean, especially surprise parties, you know, with lots of friends and presents and cake and ice cream.
Oh, you see a phone anywhere?
Yes, at the maitre d's desk.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, I don't know.
I hate to break up your lunch, Trap, but it's Martha Myers. Her fever is up, and she's shocky.
Oh, terrific. Another one. All right, look, tell Jackpot to put her in isolation and get hold of Chung. I'll be right there.
John, the others are here.
What others?
You know Tilton Cook and the attorneys about that endowment?
Tell them to drop the check in the mail. You're in trouble.
Two more cases this afternoon.
Gotta be a connection.
We've combed through everything. The kitchens, the ER, the wards, the laundry services.
The equipment, the rosters, medical backgrounds.
Notify the health department. It's getting out of hand.
You can say that again.
What's the word, Al?
It's definitely septicemia. We're trying antibiotics, but they're not responding. I've never seen anything like it.
We're not gonna get to the end of it until we find the source. Keep me posted.
What if I got malaria?
Now you got spleen trouble.
Well, get me another one, for Pete's sake.
Any particular model?
Oh, who's he with the jokes?
Dr. McIntyre, we talked earlier.
Yeah, I didn't have much to say then either. I ain't gonna buy the farm, am I?
What do you mean?
Kick off, croak.
Oh, Martha, come on. Would we let that happen?
If it's gonna happen, I wanna know. 2-1, he's holding my late husband up there. Not that Mad Dog deserves it. Would you believe it? 43 years with Mad Dog Myers.
What? Mad Dog Myers? The wrestler?
Oh. Must have been quite a love affair.
It had nothing to do with love. You meet, go bump in the night, wake up 43 years later. I got more doing now that old grunt is dead. I got so much good stuff going for me now. You gotta promise not to pull the plug on me.
You got it, kiddo.
You too, Junior.
Me too, Martha.
I see that you met my friend. I'm Thomas Flecker. Martha Myers' friend. Her very best friend.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm John McIntyre. I was just looked in on her. Where'd you get this?
Oh, I make him. Thought it might cheer her up. She gets a laugh out of apes. They remind her of her late husband.
Yeah, so I've heard.
She's not doing too well, is she, Doctor?
We're taking good care of her. No need to worry.
It's an impossible task, Doctor. Martha had to get tough a long time ago. But underneath, she's still a very lovely lady. She's special to a lot of people.
I can see that. I'll let you know whatever I know. First thing. All right?
Thank you, young man.
There's got to be a pattern here somewhere. We're just not seeing it.
Well, those are the latest printouts, Stan. I cross-checked the medical histories, their medications, their meals. Got zilch.
I think we can rule out human error, at least in my department.
Hey, I need some help. A wheelchair. Sid just collapsed outside.
Better not be what I think it is.
No, just a tuna fish and pickle sandwich. My wife is trying to lower my cholesterol. Oh, she'll lower me 6 feet if she keeps cooking like this.
What else did you have, Sid?
Just some potato salad. I finished that, but I couldn't manage both sandwiches. Hey, Doc, you think maybe my stomach is shrinking? Ooh. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
You had 2 sandwiches.
No. No, just the one. I couldn't handle the other one.
You know, Sid, you might have a little touch of food poisoning there. All this food you've been eating, tuna, mayonnaise, potato salad, that can all spoil, especially in this heat.
No, I keep it in the back. I got a refrigerated truck. Holy Friola's my truck. I left my truck unlocked.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Let me have the keys. You have any of that sandwich left?
Hey, Doc, if you're that hungry, I got some camembert cheese.
Ooh. I don't want to eat it. I want to analyze it.
Well, it's in the back of the truck, Doc. It's back there someplace.
Okay. Jackson.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. What do you think you're doing?
I might ask the same thing of you. Would you let go of me, please?
You mind telling me what you're doing fooling around with this truck?
It's just a simple medical follow-up, officer. None of your concern. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Just a minute, pal. There's a lot of valuable things in here, you know, drugs, stuff like that.
Do you know who I am?
No.
I am Dr. Riverside.
So?
Dr. Stanley Riverside, as in son of Chief of Emergency... Wait, how long have you been working here?
Well, a couple of months. I mean, there's a lot of doctors around here, you know.
Well, this one has the keys to this truck.
Okay, it's all the ID I need.
Here. Hey, officer, here. Take that over to the lab for analysis stat. Ask for Vickers. He'll know what to do.
Yeah. Who should I say send me?
Riverside. Here, there. You have trouble remembering names, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, from now on, I stick with peanut butter. It's much safer.
Ever try it with bananas?
Oh, please.
Sorry.
Here you go, Sid, your keys.
Hey, thanks a lot, Doc.
Do you always keep your lunch in the back of that truck?
Sure, it's just like the fridge at home.
No offense, but it's awfully messy back there. There's stuff all over the floor.
I was hoping you would notice that, Doc. You see, I had a blowout this morning. Just as I was coming off the interstate. I almost tipped over the whole caboodle.
It's been one of those days for us, too.
Refrigeration kicked off. Stuff spilled all over the place. Nothing broke, though.
That's good.
It took me an hour to change that tire. Those stubborn lug nuts.
Refrigeration kicked off. For how long?
I'm not quite sure, Doc. When I finally got to the hospital, everything was fine, though. I mean, the stuff was refrigerated and all, frozen.
Yes. But if the tuna fish spoiled, something else might have spoiled, too. What did you deliver here today?
I made 4 deliveries here today, Doc.
Okay, but I mean this morning, after your flat tire.
Let's see, some medicine, IV solutions, blood, plasma.
Plasma, of course. Sid, where's your delivery roster?
In the cab of the truck.
Give me your keys back. Give me your keys. Brancusi, let's see, get him to his room and then notify Jackson or Shoup, anybody. Tell him to get to my office. Stat.
Right.
John, what do you mean by calling in the health department?
Standard procedure, Arnie. If you'd read the report, you'd know we're in trouble.
Can't we handle this in-house? The health department, my lord. If we bring them in, we could open up a whole new can of worms.
There are no worms in this hospital, Arnie, but there are, however, 7 patients with septicemia. Now, would you like the health department to find out after the fact?
Dr. McIntyre, please report to isolation. Staff.
Need I say more?
Dr. McIntyre, report to isolation. Staff.
We're gonna need to run another unit of fresh frozen plasma.
Oh, come on, you fellas. Do something right, will you?
We're trying, Martha.
What's happening?
It's her spleen. She's still bleeding. We're gonna have to take it out.
How's her hematocrit?
28. Hemoglobin's 9.6.
Okay, look, Barbara, call OR, have them set up a room, then let Ernie know what's happening, and then get her prepped for surgery.
Right. It all adds up. Fresh frozen plasma has to stay frozen until it's prepared for the patient. I think what happened is that some of these bottles must have spilled out and cracked when Sid's tire blew.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. You see, the tags aren't all lined up on time.
Andrew's good. Okay, let's check the ID numbers against the blood bank log. I'll bet my top stock some of these bottles are contaminated.
But how, if they were frozen?
Sid's cooling system shut down for a while.
But it went back on, didn't it?
Yeah, but what I think happened is that some bacteria probably got into the cracks and then it just stayed there after the bottles were refrozen.
This is the order.
Terrific. We've been giving out bottles full of frozen contamination.
And we'd better find them fast.
How?
Well, you can cross-check the plasma ID numbers against the patient's billing readouts. Start with the people in isolation. How many are there now? 6, 7?
Something like that. I'll get their names and room numbers.
Good, Brancusi. Okay, Andrews, I want you to get an orderly to get these bottles down to the lab for confirmation. We're going to straighten out this mess once and for all. Wait till Dad hears how I handled this.
I gotta tell you, this one splenectomy, I'd rent out for a dime.
That bad, huh?
Well, she's 74 years old, weak as a cat. I don't know if she's gonna be able to handle it.
Well, this hasn't been your day after all.
Oh, was it supposed to be?
Oh, I guess not.
Jackson, is this 2299 3-Y?
No, this is Natalie Wainwright.
Right. Okay, Brancusi, shut off that unit.
What's going on?
We have to take that plasma unit off the IV, Jackson. It's contaminated.
What?
Trust me, Jackson, there's bad plasma going around this hospital. Replace that unit with this one. Okay. Okay, who's next?
Cyrus Mitchell.
Got
He's
it.
in,
Who? Cyrus Mitchell.
Ah, good. All right. Anyone else?
I'm checking.
It is amazing, isn't it? Just think that this whole thing started with a tuna fish sandwich.
Doctor, you were magnificent.
Well, Andrews, you know, detection is a fundament of medicine. I was saying to a few of my...
Martha Myers. Martha Myers. We didn't get Martha Myers.
Where's she?
In there.
No, she isn't. She's in surgery.
What?
Oh, my God.
What type is she?
A positive.
Watch out. Let me go.
Ready, Pete?
Ready. Vital signs are stable.
Okay, let's get started.
Wait, stop. Hold it. Wait. Did you start yet? Tell me you didn't start yet.
Oh, well, we'd like to.
Oh, thank goodness. Here. Take that off the IV. Put this on instead. It's the plasma. It's contaminated. It's no good. It's no good. That's what's been causing all the trouble.
Stanley, are you sure about this?
Would I be doing this if I weren't sure? The lab verified it. The fresh frozen plasma is bad. Why do you think this poor woman's been hemorrhaging?
Well, you got a point, Stan. If the plasma's bad, the clotting factors will probably be destroyed and the spleen hold on, Pete.
You're not going in?
Well, probably won't have to. Let's wait a while. Good plasma could make the difference. And I don't think we're going to hurt her feelings if we save her from a surgery.
Stanley, I love your timing.
That's what EJ says. She's pregnant, you know.
No. It was
was our fault, honey. We should have never brought you here. They cut you open, they poisoned you.
They helped me.
No, Blossom. They're playing mind games with you. They blew it. They know it. They've been scrambling to cover their tracks.
Sorry, I don't agree.
Sure. You can have equal time in court. You put contaminated plasma into our daughter. That's the bottom line.
He didn't know.
He should have known.
Well, how could he?
Honey, it almost cost you your life. Don't you see that?
You know what I see? I see a lot of talk. A lot of talk about positive healing and love and forgiveness. Where are you coming from now, huh? All right, so there was an accident, but they saw it and they fixed it. They helped me. He helped me. Now, do you really think your holistic, pathetic herbalist could have done any better?
Well, maybe if we'd gone to him in the first place.
I came here bleeding to death. Now, can you stop a hemorrhage with oregano?
Natalie, we're really feeling some hostility here.
For good reading, Dad.
Vinny, maybe we should give her some space.
Yes, and plenty of it. You know something? You two have put just about every idea into my head. Except I'm missing one thing. A mind of my own. You know, there's something positive about it. It has good energy. Lots of strong, positive vibes. I think I'll keep it. Any negative reaction?
Not for me.
Well, Dr. McIntyre was right. Your blood count's up, and so is your pressure.
Good. Splitsville. Now, when do I motor out of this dump?
Martha, pace yourself. You're always in such a hurry.
Since when are you the coach?
Since when are you the expert?
Take his pressure, Sonny. Poindexter's getting excited.
Well, a little excitement could work wonders.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you out with the others? There's the Cape Pop on Saturday. We need the points, Buster.
There are other ways to score points, Martha.
What are you doing? You're fogging your glasses.
That's your breathing, not mine.
Why, Thomas Flecker, you horn-rimmed little devil.
Oh, there you are.
What are you doing here?
Well, your secretary had to go home, and somebody had to give you your messages. Mr. Slocum called. The budget committee wants to see you at that meeting tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and the lab needs you to initial these reports on those isolation cases, and Dr. Chung...
Enough. No. It has been a long day. I have had it. If it is not an emergency, I don't want to hear about it.
All right. But you did get a call from...
I don't want to hear it. Now, look, I am going to shower, change, step out to dinner with my daughter. That is it. That is all. Good night.
She just called.
Kim?
I took the call myself. Said she couldn't make dinner tonight. Something came up.
Something came up.
Mm-hmm. She couldn't explain right now, she said, but she'll take you to dinner next week and tell you all about it.
Fine.
And happy birthday.
How'd you know?
Kim told me. You know, I bet you she's planning some kind of crazy surprise for you.
And I bet you're in on it too, right?
No, but if I'd thought about it sooner.
Now, you knew. Who else knows?
Beats me. And anyway, I know how sensitive you are about birthdays. Of course, at your age, I can't blame you. Good night.
Good night.
Happy birthday, Trapper.
You going straight home, or you got some big plans for the night?
Why would I have big plans tonight?
Just asking.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to spending a nice, quiet evening at home.
Well, you deserve it. It's been some day. Night, Trap.
All right.
Hey, Trap.
What are you doing here?
Our plane got grounded. So I hung around the airport for a while. Decided I didn't want to hang around until 4 o'clock, so I called Denise. Remember Denise?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we drove up to Napa to the wine country all day. It was great. How was your day?
Very funny.
There were other planes. Why didn't you get one?
They didn't have my discount fare. But it's no sweat. There's another one in the morning. You headed home?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Going home to a nice cool drink, good book, and bed. Just the way I want it.
Oh, dear me.
Ta-da!